sneaking. You're gonna appreciate this sneaking at a stadium. I was gone. It was an all-day tailgate. I was at South Carolina versus Tennessee. SEC football. It's a night game in South Carolina. And I'm standing there, and there's just a tiny fence between me and the handicap section. And I just stepped over it. No one batted an eye, dude. I was standing there just for real. I was on the field, dude. I left my friends. They were in the student section. I was just shit-faced walking around, and I was like, stepped in, and dude, people were like looking at me like, checks out. Fully checks out. I was just,
yeah, if you just do that.
yeah. I mean, that's my face when I'm blacked out. I was just. People are like, this guy, he's by himself.
Someone just brought you a blanket. Yeah. Hey, thanks, man.
Oh my God!
It happened at you're gonna like that. I was at a Bills.
I'm just picturing you standing there,
dude, swaying.
I'm just picturing you shit-faced and some guy doing a handicap check.
Yeah, it's just. I was at the Bills game, Bills Steelers this year, and Gabe Davis, he's a wide receiver. He likes comedy and he likes podcasts and all this stuff. So he invited me to the game. I'm at the game, and I took Adderall there. There you go. There's another Adderall. End of the game, he's like, come down here towards the field. He took his jersey off, autographed it, and handed it to me up in the stands.
Whoa.
Dude, it's just me and children. Me and little kids are the only dudes like down there trying to get high fives from the players. This guy hands me his jersey, and people are like, oh, it's a guy.
Special,
like NFL Films was filming it. Like it was like a sweet moment for them to be giving me a jersey, and I was like,
that's wild.
yeah.
Pushing kids out of the way.
I think they thought I was a special needs man.
Oh no!
It was just me and children, dude. It was me and children in the bleachers, like, high five. Can I get your gloves? Good game. And then a guy gave me his jersey, and they're like, nice, congratulations.
Yeah, like that's what it's all about.
I went into Lorne Michaels' office, and he was talking, and I was convinced I was getting fired. Like, I knew I was getting fired. He's like, if we just get you to the first episode, like, people will see you're not a piece of shit person.
Right.
Like, just talk. And I was like, whatever, I'll do. If I get fired here, whatever, I'll just go do Joe Rogan next week, and I'll be fine. Anyway, I thought that was funny. No?
What?
I was like, I literally.
Is that what you thought?
I literally thought that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it would be funny.
Well, it could have been funny.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was funny. No?
Oh my God.
But no, this lady was dancing. She was fucking dudes up. Dudes would go on stage. My buddy went on stage and she tried to like take his belt and whip him, and he was like, no. He was like, stop.
Whipping.
But then she was doing that. She was dominating this guy. And I was like, this is kind of, something's going on. And then she lifted her arm, and she had armpit hair. And I was like, what the fuck? It just ruined it, dude, immediately. I was into it. I was all in.
That's hilarious.
Armpit hair got me.
That's hilarious. Armpit hair doesn't bother me at all.
No.
Doesn't
on
bother
a lady?
me.
So
No.
wait, you like jacked ladies with armpit hair?
Yeah, a little bit of
You're
armpit
getting
hair.
close, dude. You're so close. That's as close as it gets.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I like a good buzz cut.
I like them bald.
Yeah,
I like a bald lady. She can wear a wig.
Yeah, she can
You be a different hairstyle
get her
every
some
night.
khakis.
Dude, remember I went with him to Florida. He got booked to go to Florida, and I was like, I'll just come with you, and I'll like host. And you were booked to feature.
Yeah, we did
So he
a
brought
whole
me-
Southern tour.
The whole Southern tour. He brought me. I don't think anyone wanted me there at all. He brought me there. I forgot underwear first of all. I didn't pack underwear. I had no undies the whole time.
I was a feature, and I was like, I got a guy I'm bringing. That's crazy.
That's hilarious. The headliner stole his jokes. Yeah. The headliner was a guitar guy, and Shane would go up. I was bombing constantly, and Shane would go up. He was doing well, and the headliner started just like he was bombing on a guitar. Then he'd start doing callbacks to Shane's bits.
He did the whole,
and then he started just incorporating them into it. Was the craziest
did my
shit.
act. By the last couple
Dude,
shows, he was just stealing the thing.
It was crazy, dude.
Whoa.
But it was when I was new, so I was like, that's cool.
Yeah,
You know, I was new enough to be like, at least, you know, he's saying that was good.
true.
But that was, dude, it was me, him, and the headliner in a comedy condo in South Carolina. We just fucked with this dude. He sucked so fucking bad, dude.
we were in a back green room, and there was like a plastic. You know, the plastic is supposed to look like crystal.
Yeah.
It was like plastic like table stuff with lunch meat, and this guy's just crushing bologna, being like, "Guys, I'm on the road all the time. I can get pussy anytime I want." We're like, "Okay, dude."
Because we were,
right.
he was like, man, if I was your guys' age, if I was single like you guys, I'd be getting pussy too. I could go out there and get pussy if I wanted, but I'm not gonna. We were like, dude, he was standing eating lunch meat on a tray in a club in South Carolina.
It's a guitar act.
Yeah, we're in like a closet, in like a Mexican bowling alley. He's like, "Dude, I could clean up out there, dude. You guys have no idea." We're like, "Dude,
Oh God.
pretty sure you're just crying when we came in here."
He was absolutely. That was a fun fucking trip,
Dude, that was so fun.
It was so funny. Me and him were young and just bullying a headliner, just fully like, "Oh, is that what you said?" Back in the condo, and he'd be like, "Yeah, that is."
Those weird headliners that, like no one knows who they are, but they can kind of headline, and they go to some places and they've been doing it way too long.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
They can achieve this very high level of toxic bitterness.
it's Sith,
Yeah, you're around them, and then they have a couple beers and they start looking at you sideways.
dude.
And they tried it. They're like, "Oh, dude, that was the guy." He was like, "Oh, you guys are doing a podcast." We was like, all right. I guess we'll see, huh?
Don't waste your time. Fucking dickhead, dude. Yeah, that was very funny.
He was just a bit.
What year was this?
Fuck, man.
16,
Yeah.
15.
But in his defense, back then, how many podcasts were there?
I don't know.
There
I
was
think people had
enough.
already figured out that you could make money off of it.
Yeah,
By 15, yeah.
there was enough. He just was saying like every comedian does it. Trust me, I tried it. It didn't work. It's not going to work for you guys. Like, dude, you suck.
I think the